Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and in the doghouse for episode 18. Yeah, episode 18. Who would have thought we'd made it this far? Just want to say, check out Pro Wrestling Tees for referee T-Bone Jones merch. Go on to prowrestlingtees.com. Look up referee T-Bone Jones. You can find my merch there. Also, want to plug Catgo Championship belts. They make some beautiful belts. Get a hold of Abdul. He'll hook you up with a nice custom made championship belt at a reasonable price. Now, we're going to flick over here to our special guest tonight. Hang on one second. Let's see if I can do this. And live, Rat Travis Bain, pro wrestling fan favorite right now. Travis Bain, he's in the upcoming section. He's a rising star here in professional wrestling on the local scene. Travis, how you doing tonight, sir?
Doing really good, man. Been looking forward to this.
Awesome, awesome, brother. Glad to have you on. You're a part of the first ever double feature weekend of In the Doghouse. This is
Yep.
our second episode this weekend. So I'm very proud to have you a part of that. We're going to jump right in here. We already got 3 people watching, 149 likes, and we're only a minute and a half in, brother.
But
We're going to start right off the gate. We're going to say, how did you get into the wrestling business? What got you here? What, you know what I mean?
um, just keep it simple. Like obviously, like it's something I've always wanted to do. A local school opened up RVA Wrestling Academy, ran by Ace Montana. Opened up a school, and I signed up almost immediately once I got word of that, and it's just been a roller coaster ever since.
Awesome. Awesome. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up and why?
Uh, CM Punk probably because I'm I grew up, Rage Against the Machine, punk rock, heavy metal, grunge music. CM Punk was just that living embodiment of like, just screw the system. He was our generation's like, anti-hero and that anti-authority person. So I resonated with that more than I did probably any other wrestler.
I was a big Punk fan when he first came on WWE, and then I started seeing his Ring of Honor stuff from back then. I was like, man, the man's a mechanic in the ring. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We already have one person in the comment. Oh, and Maverick said, "What's going on, y'all?" And
What's up,
JJ
Owen?
Williams said, "What's up, guys?" We
What's
got.
up, y'all?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight? Oh, and Maverick, nice to see you, brother, in the chat. Awesome.
Always a pleasure hearing from Owen.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic talent in the ring. I'm telling you, I look for big things out of him. He's top talent. Um, all right. Well, I asked you right before the live. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you again because you already know it's one of my questions. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been in pro wrestling?
So I started my training October of 2024, and then I had my first match. I'm sorry, October 2023, and then I had my first match March of 2024. So I'm coming up on 1 year of 1 year of doing shows and over a year plus of training.
Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. See, I like having the young guys on so they can let people know who they are, why they're doing this, where they're coming from, something a little bit about their gimmick to hopefully get them to buy some tickets and come out and see you. Help spread the word. That's all it's about. Local supporting local. You're a local talent around this area, and I want to bring you up to the forefront and let people know who you are. Travis Bain deserves to be just as famous as CM Punk.
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you consider your biggest achievements so far?
Uh, so I would have to say my biggest achievement. So the second match I ever had, right, and as like you'll learn, I'm a big like old school ECW fan. Like Once I got more and more into wrestling, like I really resonated with the, Tommy Dreamers, the Ravens, the Dudley, like those were like my guys, like, Island of Misfit Toys. And in my second match ever, me and my tag partner got to wrestle against Preston Quinn and CW Anderson,
Oh,
who
wow.
was in ECW. Yeah, my second match ever. Like I
Holy
went toe
moly.
to toe with an ECW original, a guy who, on pay-per-view had, one of my favorite matches ever, an I Quit match with Tommy Dreamer.
You talk about pressure.
A guy
The
who's wrestled
pressure's
Terry
on.
Funk, all these like big names been on WWE, and I went toe to toe with him and Preston, and that was like that by far is like not just top like moment of like achievement in like wrestling. That's one of like my biggest achievements in life
So
that I was
absolutely.
allowed that opportunity. Yep.
That is a big achievement, man. That's a lot of pressure to be in the ring with somebody like that, and only your second match out. That's impressive. That is. It's very impressive. Owen Maverick is in the comments. He said, as long as he isn't hearing from Canadian's most boring wrestler, Hunter Blaze, cough cough, he's doing good. LMAO.
Yeah, dude. The less I hear that name, the better mood I'm in.
I gotta say this. One of your favorite achievements for me, because I got to be a part of it, was seeing you take the Canadian Destroyer. Man, you took a good one. That was
Yeah.
impressive, brother. I give you props. That's
Yeah.
a hard move to do, man. I don't understand. I'm glad your neck ain't broke.
Me too.
Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years down the road in the business? Where do you see yourself?
Just top of the mountain. Whether that's at a major promotion or at an indie promotion, like I see myself at the top being a name that people want to chase. That my name is bigger than the belt.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Awesome. Um, who is your dream opponent and why? Two-part question.
Uh, Dream opponent for that's a tough one. So if I were to go like all time, I would probably say if I were to go all time, I would probably say I've been on like a very big like Von Erich binge recently, so I would probably have to say Kerry Von Erich if it's like all time. Um, but if we're talking like current wrestlers, a dream match like right now, it'd have to be John Cena before he hangs it up for good.
That'd be a good match. I think that'd be a good
Oh,
match. Absolutely. I'd watch that. Either one. Either one.
yeah,
Either one.
yeah.
Um, what advice, even though you're up and coming yourself, what advice could you offer somebody wanting to break into this business?
Check your ego at the door. One of the first lessons I was only like it doesn't matter what you accomplish in this business, the business owes you nothing, but you owe everything to the business. So don't come in thinking like you're superstar because you have like you're this good or you were trained by that person or because you've worked that person. Like no, the business owes you nothing. Check your ego at the door. We're all here chasing the same thing. Like
Absolutely.
yep.
Absolutely, brother. Um, we're gonna go ahead and get right in it. Tell us about your upcoming dates. Where can we
Uh,
see you at next?
See me next, I think. February 16th, President's Day. I'll be at TCW up in Fredericksburg, taking on Jimmy Alpha and AJ Griffin. And then March 1st, me and my tag partner, Danny Copperhead, will be at Next Up. Our opponents are yet to be announced. And then March 29th, I will be back at USW facing
I'll see you there.
Robbie Wade.
Robbie Wayne. We're going to go ahead and ask you about that because that's one of my questions. We're going to skip ahead to this one. We'll come back to that one. Tell us about your rivalries with Robbie Wayne and Hunter Blaze because I see you guys all going back and forth on the internet. I want to know what's going on there. Why such hostility between the three of you?
Well, it's just like, Robbie's got an ego. Always had that ego. He calls it the ego trip, all that. And like I said earlier, you gotta check that ego at the door sometimes. Some people gonna shut it down, and I guess that's got to be me who's got to shut it down. And
Absolutely.
Hunter Blaze, so like I guess peel behind the curtain. I've known Hunter for over 20 years.
Wow.
Me and Hunter go way back. He did some Canadian exploration and decided that he wants to be this America hating, Canada's better d bag. He just I'll give credit where credit's due. Hunter is hands down like the one of the top talents I've been in the ring with, but he takes every shortcut he can, dude, and I just can't fly with that.
We've had Hunter on the show. He's got a lot of arrogance about him, the Canadian way or whatever. What's he going to do when Trump makes Canada a part of America?
Uh, Shucks, man. Goes
I'm just
mine.
asking. I'm just asking. Not trying to break politics down. I'm saying. Uh, but anyways, I digress. Not to put you on the spot or anything, but what championship belts on the independent scene has caught your attention, and when are you going to try to capture one of those championship belts?
So right now, probably the championship that caught my eye the most would probably be the USW Silver Screen Championship.
That's got a
They
lot of
got a current.
people's attention.
Yep, stunning Adam Armstrong, current champion. He's held that title for a long bit. We know what he brings to the table. Owen Maverick's got that contract. Have that match whenever he wants. Then you got guys like Hunter Blaze also going for it. Like that. That is a stacked division, and I want to face the best, and the best seem to come to the USW Silver Screen division.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody's wanting that belt. Hell, if I was wrestling, I'd be going for that belt too. I mean that you want to go where the action is, and that belt has a lot of young, hungry talent from this area on the East Coast. Man, some of the hungriest guys I've ever seen in the business. I've been around a minute. We have somebody by the name of Capital B SSWMR that says Travis is a living legend. You're getting
Yeah,
called a legend already, brother.
I wouldn't go that far, man. I'm just a guy who's been around the block a little bit.
Well, we have 11 people watching it now in the show. This is the time we open the floor up and let the fans have a chance to ask our guest questions. So you guys go right ahead. The street rat Travis Bain is here. Ask him any question you want, and he'll be sure to answer it to the best of his ability. Swing away. We're right here waiting. And we've had Robbie Wayne on the show before too. He had that ego trip on here too. Very very talented in the ring. Very talented, but
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna deny that, but at some point someone's gonna have to shut him up.
absolutely, absolutely. Come
Yeah.
on, guys, ask some questions.
Come on.
Keep the show rolling, man. I'm out of questions that my wife wrote down and that I come up with and we had went over. Travis, is there anything that you would like to say before we end the show or come to the close of the show? Hang on, wait a minute. We got one. Travis, would you rather shut up Hunter Blaze or chop him?
Oh man, dude, that's a good one. Oof. Well, I mean, normally my chops do shut Hunter up, so I'm gonna go with that.
No. When you land, he squeals a little and then he shuts up.
Yep.
Gotta get the squeal in there. But
Oh man.
is there anything you would like to say to our fans before you go? Any show you want to put over, or anybody you want to put over before you leave?
Yeah, man. God, I'd be a fool if I didn't shout out my tag partner, Danny Copperhead. Fang Gang for life, baby.
You guys, maybe here in the future, we get both of you on here together.
Yeah, man.
Do the tag team, man. What was the name of your tag team?
Fang Gang.
Fang Gang. I like that.
Yeah.
That is badass. Uh, he said future CCW champion BSSWMR said future CCW champion.
Hey, still hammer a big boy, but when he wants the smoke, he knows where to find me.
The country of Israel supports Fang Gang. Wow, somebody from Israel watching us. Wow. I didn't know we were hitting Israel. Wow, I'm so humble. Wow. That's awesome, man. We're going worldwide, brother. We're live.
Worldwide.
That is
World.
crazy. I had no idea. I had to double look at that. I had to double look at that. All right. Well, I got one more question. This one comes from JJ William. He asks, what would you give advice to somebody breaking into the business? We already asked you that, but I'm going to ask you, how hard was it for you to break into the business? What was training like in the beginning?
So it was very much like it's like an inside joke at like the school, but like my first week of training, I didn't get in the ring. I did yard work. Um, and literally the entire it was like literally like that was his biggest thing. Like it doesn't matter how talented you are, like any of that, like the foundation of like getting yourself booked and like getting opportunities is showing respect for the business and those that come before you. And so that would be like my biggest advice is like give it respect, check that ego at the door, like give respect to those who have been there before you. Because like those little things are like what can deteriorate you getting booked or not, or you getting brought back or not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of yes, sirs, no, sirs, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am kind of deal.
Mhm.
I love it, man. Me and my wife, we've been together 10 years. I still open the car door. Like I
Yep.
being polite, man. I do. I love being polite. JJ Williams said, "Do you have a favorite move? What is your favorite move to do in the ring?"
Uh, Favorite move is my finish, man, because then I know it's over and I can go home.
Maybe that's what he was meaning. What was your
Yeah.
finish?
So I do a full Nelson facebuster. I call it the Mega Death because that's my favorite. That's probably my favorite band.
Awesome. Awesome. See, now we're finding out what his favorite music is. Favorite band, Megadeth. What's your favorite song?
Probably Paranoid.
Awesome. Awesome. I'll have to check that out. Uh, this same guy, the BSSWMR, said, when is the first Travis Bain action figure coming out? When is the first action figure coming?
Shucks, man, when somebody makes it.
Maybe with USW, maybe one day soon we get a USW Travis Bain figure. By the way, check out the USW figure line. They got a lot of upcoming talent coming out, plus legendary Bob Starr is a part of the first line. You might want to get a hold of some of those figures. I don't know how many sets Brian has left, USW has left, but you might want to go ahead and get one. There's one more question. Oh no, it's just JJ Williams saying that would be awesome. Talking about your finish.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, if there isn't any more questions, I'm not going to hold Travis up. He's a creature of the night. He's got to get back into his business. Uh, wearing those sunglasses at night. I totally dig that.
Yeah.
Is anything you want to say before we close out, brother?
I just keep showing the support, y'all. Like, keep supporting like the little guys, right? Like, you not everybody it just wakes up and decides to be, is just the rocker stone cold, man. Got to start from the ground up, and it starts like with you guys supporting the local guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's no reason any show should have any empty seats. Everybody that's a wrestling fan should go out and support the local guys because you never know. One local guy you see at an indie show could end up being on Monday Night Raw the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Anything's possible.
Yep.
JJ Williams said, "Good luck with your next show. We'll definitely be watching your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel link is in the description of this video. So, you guys that are watching, go like, share, comment, and subscribe to Travis Bain's YouTube channel too. Help him out, showing love. We're going to end on that, guys. You all have a good night. Our next show for In the Doghouse is supposed to be February 9th. We're going to have West Virginia local band Philosophy Pastor on here. Check us out. They will be performing live on In the Doghouse, very first band ever.
All right.
They're your type of music, brother. Check them out. Philosophy.
That's nice.
They're on Spotify. They're on YouTube Music, Google Music, anywhere there's music. They're on that platform. TikTok, everywhere. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. As always, T-Bone's out. Travis, hang on the line for 1 second, brother.